Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Stay tuned if you want to see how I create these cute and easy Halloween monsters for your planners and journals. Alright, y'all. So, a lot of you know that I drew a coloring book called Hallowhimsy, and I'm not going to flip through the whole thing today because I have a flip through on my channel that I'll link below. But I thought it'd be super cool to show you how I kind of drew these, kind of like an idea of these. I used just basic shapes and then kind of just rounded them off. I thought this would be a super cute tutorial to do. But like I said, I'll link this below. I have only 4 utensils that we're gonna use today. I have this Mondo Llama pencil. It's just a pencil. It's a 6B pencil. It's not anything special. And then I have this Faber-Castell eraser. I love this eraser, y'all. It looks like a pencil on the end, and you're able to erase these super duper tiny spots with it. So that'll come in handy. And then I have this 08 Pigma Micron by Sakura. And I also have one of those in the 005 size. And so we'll get started. I'll show you how quick and easy these are. And then I'm also going to provide a coloring sheet of our design here, of our little characters, for my patrons. So let's get started. Now, we're gonna do kind of like a little monster family, as you saw in the intro. And we're really just using basic shapes, and then we're just gonna kind of round them off. So for the dad, men are usually more square. And I'm just lightly going in with this pencil here. I want kind of a like a rectangular shape for the dad. And so I'm making the lines for my rectangle, but as you see, I'm not connecting them on the corners. And that's because I know that I want to round off those corners. Now remember that we're keeping these super cute. They're not scary. We don't do scary over here on this channel. Everything's cute, right? So we're rounding off the corners because it's just a cuter vibe. Now we're gonna kind of make a little bit of a triangle, and if you want to, you can make that triangle. Let's see, our center will be about right here. And if you're wondering what notebook I'm using, this is one of my notebooks that I designed the outside covers for. This is the one from an older collection. But that doesn't really matter because they all look the same. They have this dot grid on the inside, so we can do fun drawing things like this. So now that we have the shape of this triangle, let's just go in and kind of trace around it, and we're gonna make this rounded triangular shape. Give them some round shoulders. Come down here to the bottom. Do the same thing on the other side. Make sure that the bottom down there isn't too pointy. Almost kind of like a heart, it looks like. And then I want to give him these funny looking feet. So we're going to put them kind of close together, because remember, these are monsters. And I'm gonna give him some ankles. I don't normally give my cute monsters ankles, so this is special. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Let's try to get them close to the same size. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with this little eraser here that we had, and I'm gonna erase the that kind of V to start off our triangle that we drew, because I'm going to draw in the arms. I'm gonna erase right here at the ankles where the ankles connect to the body. You don't have to do that. You can put the body in front of, like he's kind of like his stomach is hanging in front of his ankles. You can do that. But I wanna add some hands, some little hands. And so I like to do this kind of arm that comes out of the body, kind of like at the shoulder socket there and there. And we'll kind of make sure that we find an even spot. So maybe there and there, okay? Now I like to have my arms where at the shoulder, they're wider apart and then they kind of come together at a wrist, at a thin wrist. So we're gonna do this fun little shape, almost like another little triangle. We're gonna do that on both sides. Okay, and now for my monsters, I like to give them only 4 fingers. And since he's kind of square, we'll make these fingers kind of these curvy square shapes. See how he's already looking kind of cute, but still monstery. And I'm just making these curvy little rectangular shapes. I'm gonna go back in there and erase again where those arms are crossing over the body, because we want it to look like the arms are coming in front of him. And we're gonna go back over all of this with these Pigma Micron markers. So if you don't have an eraser, that's fine. Just draw super light with your pencil. Now we're gonna add some eyes. And I thought it'd be kind of cute to add these little googly eyes. So I'm starting right in the middle. You see that dot there? And I'm gonna kind of connect the eyes. So I have these huge eyes. Huge eyes are kind of like one of the tips and tricks that keep things really cute looking and not too scary. Huge eyes and rounded shapes. And then some little eyebrows coming off to the side here. Let's make his a little thick. Okay, those are eyebrows. And then let's put the pupils of the eye right next to each other. And I'm just gonna shade these in a little bit. These are gonna be colored in fully if you want them that way. But I'm just shading them in now so we know that they're eyeballs. And then I'm gonna add this tiny nose. See that? It's just a little C curve. And then for the mouth, let's have him super excited and smirking a little bit. And let's put a tongue in there. Okay? Now, let's add ears. So around here is that midway point. We're gonna add ears on both sides. And I like to come down just a little bit. You can put your ears up, you know, right on that line, but I think it looks a little bit more quirky and cute and like they're sitting right on top of his head when you come down from that line a little bit. So let's erase that little line behind there. Let's give him a little like patch on his stomach. Just a little kind of like ovally circle patch there just to add some extra cuteness. And are we done or we want to keep going? Let's see, we can add like a little tail. I like it when tails are kind of poking out of the top of the head a little bit. And so we're just gonna curve and bring it around to wherever you decide his bottom, his little monster butt is. And then we'll follow that curve, and your tail can be as thick as you want it to be, but you just want to follow the same curve with the same thickness that you've already put down there. Okay. Now I think our dad is pretty cute, so we're gonna leave that in pencil for now. I do want to erase just a little bit at the neck. Okay. So now let's add a mom monster. So for the mom, we're gonna do a circle for the body, for the head. And you can just do these little wispy motions. Remember, we're gonna kind of erase and then go over some things with these Pigma markers, so that's fine. Then the mom's body is going to be more square. So let's draw kind of the same way we did. I'm gonna come in a little bit for this one. The same way that we did the head, how we didn't really connect, we're going to draw the same way. Just these straight little lines, and that way we'll know what to follow. Okay? Now let's curve the bottom. Let's give her some shoulders. And you know what? Since this is a female form of a monster, let's give her a little bit of body. Let's curve inward a little bit. Okay? And just take your little eraser, and you don't have to have this same kind. It's just kind of easy to get really thin spots. But whatever you have is fine. See, it's already starting to look feminine a little bit. And then we're gonna give her these cute little feet that kind of stick out, because she's got a little bit of a mom bod too, because we're putting a baby down here, right? So she didn't snap back all the way. Her stomach kind of hangs over her shoes, her feet. Four toes down there. Let's see. Let's add her eyes. And let's see. I always like to find some kind of googly, quirky way to do the eyes. So this right around here is our middle line. So we want to kind of stay equally away from that middle line. And I'm putting these kind of googly looking eyes. And I want them to be kind of large. Just a little pupil in the center there. And since those eyes look a little sad, then we're gonna add a huge smile down here. And put her a few teeth. A little gap in the middle. And you know, don't make them too straight because this is a monster. And then I kind of want her to have a little bit of a dimple going on there, right? Cute little eyebrows. See, she's kind of coming together. And then let's put her, because you know, moms are extra. I'm a mom. Let's put her a little hat on her head. Because I definitely wear hats. But her hat, of course, is just the top of a pumpkin. I'm gonna erase that piece of the head that's behind her, or that's behind the hat. And voila, we have her face. Now, let's add her hands. So I want her to kind of cross her hands in front of each other, because she's gonna have a kind of demure pose here. So we're going to come down with this arm. We're gonna do one arm at a time, because this arm is gonna be kind of in the front. And let's see, do we want 3 fingers or 4 fingers? Okay, four looks kind of cute. And just kind of come back to a larger spot, back out to that shoulder bone. Then we're gonna come back in with the hand that's on the back here, and put some fingers back behind that hand. See how it looks like one hand is kind of overlapping? Now, remember, this mom is extra. She's a little extra monster mom. So let's add her a little bit of wings. Almost this batty-like shape. So I just made this kind of curve coming out from behind her. It's coming from behind her head, but it's angled down as though it's reaching back behind her to get to her back. And then we just made these little baddie wings. I think she's kind of cute, so we'll leave her there. We'll add anything extra you want to once we get to the line work. Now we're gonna add our cute little baby. And one thing for babies, they're normally very rounded shapes. So we're gonna do another round head, or you can think like she got her head from her mom. Her mom has the round head too. Now, we're gonna give the baby kind of like this indented body. So let's make sure that we've kind of got that good on the head. And then starting just a little bit up, see, this is the tip of where I stopped for the head. I'm coming up just a little, and I'm giving it this kind of curved, kind of like a C curve, but a little short one. And then we're gonna add these cute little ovals for feet. Cute little feet ovals. And then a little bottom, okay? So I thought it'd be cute because it's a baby if her little arms or her little hands are just those little ovals as well. I'm just going through and erasing the part of the body that's behind the hands. We'll give her big, bright, round eyes. Around here is our center line, so let's put those eyes outside of that center line, but evenly spaced on both sides. A cute little nose. And then since she's so little, let's just give her a cute little, let me erase a little bit because I wanted the nose and the mouth to be right under each other. And let's give her a cute little smile. And then we can add her a few teeth in there too, so she's kind of like her mom. I want her to have a little bow up here. So you see how it's kind of like a little bitty heart with an oval or a little square on the inside. And then another kind of sideways heart to match that other side. Let's add where that fold kind of happens in a bow. See, I added those two little curves there. And then we're gonna add her some hair kind of peeking out of the bow. Okay? Let's put her eyeballs here and we'll give her some kind of wonky eyeballs. Let me erase just a little bit where this eye, well, let me erase this eye because it's not the same size as the other one. Just kind of straighten it up here. Okay, and now let's give it this oval. And then in each oval, I'm gonna put one pupil up high and the other one down low here, just to give her a little bit more character and monster-like qualities. Now, how cute are our little monsters here? Let's give her some ears too. We'll give her kind of like some like vampire ears. But with these monsters, they're so cute and quick and easy. And they're just basic shapes that you're kind of rounding off. So you can make all kinds of shapes and monsters out of just these few shapes. What I'm gonna do now is take my 08 size Sakura marker, fine liner, and I'm going to trace around all of my characters. And I'll speed it up a little bit while I do that. So we've got everything inked in, and you saw that I kind of went over that line a little bit when I was inking in with the Sakura. So I just added a little bit more hair there to cover that up. And so now I'm trying to see if there's any like cute little more monstery stuff or any kind of like action lines we want to show. I'm taking this 005 micron and I'm just going through and adding some definition in some places just to give it a kind of more polished look. These are some, you know, spooky characters, but we can polish it up a little bit. Just some kind of lines that maybe show a little shadow or movement or motion onto the way that it, you know, things are looking. With the baby, I do think I want to add like some like little holes kind of like she has like spotty dotty skin or something. And I'm just keeping these loose, wiggly waves. I want to add a little bit of a kind of dimension on her ears there too. And I'm just adding these in random spots until I feel like I have enough. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of shading so they look like they're kind of indented a little bit. See, I'm just darkening up one side and it gives the illusion that they're kind of hollow a little bit. You want to kind of try to darken up the same side so it looks like it's hollow, all coming from the same direction. Thinking about light just a little bit. Just add some like lines down here on her feet and her hands just to show kind of like a little bit of movement there. And then for the dad, let's just do a few little lines here and there. Let's see, for the dad, yeah, let's kind of make it seem like he has toes coming up a little bit. That's cute. Just a few more little like actiony lines. And I think we're all done, guys. I'm gonna make a little coloring sheet out of these that I will share on Patreon. But make sure that you share with me if you tried to do any of these doodles, or if you made up any on your own, that'd be perfect. Share them with me at I Have Plans For You here or on Instagram and tag me there. And I just wanted to show you something cute that you can do to put in your bullet journals or your planners that's super easy, and you start off with a pencil so you don't have to worry about inking in your planner. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all later. Everything is linked below. Bye.